Good morning. Good morning. Hello. I left my coffee in the kitchen. I'm sad. I want to get it, but I'm too lazy to get up. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. It is March 1st. It is chapter 3 of 12 chapters of 2021. I cannot believe we are already in March. So let's send some love to our Pisces, and our Aries friends. Those of you who are Pisces, go to March 21st. Aries, you start then. Aries is actually the first sign in the zodiac. A lot of people don't know that, but it is exciting because March tends to bring rebirth and miracles and new things, and it is so exciting. March is a great month, guys. March is a great month. I don't have a ton of time this morning because I, as always, have to go to work. When Jackson schedules Zooms for me at 10 a.m., I don't have a ton of time to do coffee talk, etc. But I did want to talk to you guys about some thoughts I had in starting over. A lot of people I know right now are starting over, whether they're starting in new relationships, new jobs, new just transitions from certain friend groups, careers, loss. A lot of people starting over from loss. And I want to talk to you about some things that I had been journaling about when considering starting over. No, Michael and I have not split up. No. Nope, definitely not. He's getting out of the shower right now. Okay, so the things that I need you to think about when you're starting over is, first and foremost, who do you want to be in this next chapter of your life? I think a lot of times when we start over, or we are starting over in a new career or a new relationship or a new whatever, we look at the event and not at ourselves. So we look at the new job, we look at the new relationship, we look at the new person, all of those things, but we don't look at ourselves. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in this next version of yourself? What people don't understand is you can choose who you want to be and what kind of person you want to be in the next chapter of your life. This is a brand new month. This is a brand new chapter of 12. We are moving into the third chapter. You can choose who you want to be. Do you want to be braver? Do you want to be more outspoken? Would you like to be more private? Would you like to give love more freely? Would you like to find a way to receive love more freely? Right? Would you like to write more? Would you like to be more social? Right? So the first thing I want you to think about when starting over is, oh, Cherie, I'm so terribly sorry for your loss. So the first thing I want you to think about is, who do you want to be? The second thing I want you to think about are there boundaries that you need to set that will serve you in your new chapter? What are boundaries that you may need to set in your new chapter? In looking back at what you accepted at your old job or in your old relationship or with your old friend group or whatever, if you're looking at moving on and starting over, what are some boundaries you can set so that you can ensure you can be the version of you that you want to be in the next phase of your life. So the first thing is, who do you want to be? What does this next chapter look like for you? Second, what boundaries can you be setting? When you look back at the things you allowed, or the things you participated in, or the thoughts that you had, because some of it, boundaries are yourself. If you are stalking someone on social media, maybe in this next chapter, you don't want to be that person. So the boundary you need to set is with yourself. Okay? So there's that. Another thing that I want you to think about when starting over is, what did you pray for in your last chapter that you realized didn't serve you? How can you be more intentional with your prayers? Because sometimes we pray for things and God gives us what we want, and then we realize we were not intentional enough. We prayed for patience and God put us in a very long line at Starbucks. That is not what we meant, sir. That is not what we meant. I am so sorry I was not more specific for you, that I wanted more patience with my children when dealing with blank, or more patience with my spouse when dealing with blank. You have to be intentional. So look back at the prayers that you did in the last chapter of your life and the things that came your way, and what could you go back and go, I did not pray right. I did not pray right. I did not pray right. Those prayers did not serve me. I got to be more intentional with my prayers. Okay? Other things that I think are really important when starting a new chapter is, who do you want to take with you? Who do you want to take with you? I think also a lot of times when we are starting over, not everybody is meant to go. And a lot of times we feel guilty. We feel obligated. We look at time served. We bring people into our next chapter and our next chapter and our next chapter because of time served. Well, I've been friends with her for 15 years. Well, if she doesn't serve you anymore, be mature and say, I love you, but this friendship no longer serves me. Who are you taking with you? And you need to ignore time served, okay? Really, because this is not a prison, okay? Life is not a prison. So I want you to be really, really mindful of, if you want this next chapter to feel different, to feel like you are starting over, you need to be very self-aware. Who was I in my last chapter? What did I allow that didn't serve me? What boundaries could I be setting moving forward? Who doesn't necessarily need to come with me in my next journey? How can I pray more intently for the things that I want and need in my life? Everybody starts over. Everybody starts new relationships. Everybody starts new friendships. Everybody starts new jobs. Some people just want a fresh start for their own behavior. Are you a slob? Maybe you want this new chapter to be where you are the organized person in your life. You are not a slob. Are there behaviors that you do over and over that you've almost made a joke about? Like, I'm the girl that clips all the coupons but never uses them. What is that compulsion? Why are you doing that? What's wrong with your follow through? Who do you want to be in March that you weren't in February? Life is all about growing, right? And changing and creating space for new versions of ourselves. And it is very helpful when you look back and go, who was I in my last month that I don't want to be in this next chapter? These are all things to think about when starting over. Okay? I love you guys very much. I love you. And I hope that you have a great, great day.